what's up, Ice Flyers fans, and welcome into the Flight Deck, the official podcast covering your Pensacola Ice Flyers of the SPHL. I'm Will Riggs.
And I'm Big Moose. We've got a lot to get to today. News, notes, standings, some Hockey 101, a full breakdown of the wild December 11th college night comeback. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about some of these upcoming games. Star Wars night on the agenda, Christmas night on the agenda, a military night on the agenda, and a look into 2026 and what's ahead for your Pensacola Ice Flyers.
It has got a big fun in 2026, so buckle in, strap up, and let's clear the runway. The Flight Deck is cleared for takeoff.
Check out what's coming up the hangar this Saturday, December 20th, one of the biggest nights of the year, Star Wars night inside the hangar. And it's always a good time when we do these Star Wars themed nights for the Ice Flyers games.
Man, it's going to be awesome. Star Wars jersey, Star Wars characters roaming around, themed music. I mean, it's the whole bit, man. And if you've never been to a Star Wars night at Ice Flyers game, you're going to miss out. And I will be there. I will not be working. So if you see me there, come up and say hi. I'm not working Saturday night, but definitely, clearly, I'm a Star Wars nerd, right? I mean, so I'll be there. So if you see me, come hit me up, man.
501st Legion always does a great job in bringing all the characters out there, taking pictures, and really bringing the atmosphere into that Star Wars realm. A couple days later, Tuesday, December 23rd, it is an Ice Flyers Christmas night, the holiday music, the Christmas vibes, maybe a visit from Santa Claus, and just spending time with the family and friends at the hangar for an Ice Flyers game. And really cool, bunch of ticket options as well at iceflyers.com. One of the groups that I'm involved with, Vet Cola, actually doing a ticket fundraiser. Going to have a bunch of groups, veterans, first responders, and their families coming to the game. You can check that out on the Vet Cola Facebook page.
Man, that's really cool. And I always love like when we work with charities and things like that. It's look, you got to give back to your community if you want the community to give back to you. It's like, well, you 100%. Get out of it what you sow into it. So I love that, man. And remember, these weekday holiday games are perfect for families. Like, I know you get everybody getting in town for Christmas next week. It's the 23rd. Get the kids out, make it a tradition, man. And I'll be in the booth next Tuesday for Christmas, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Well, it's so cool, especially when you do the post-game skate at the Bay Center as well. You know, the game gets done, you go lace up your skates and throw the Christmas music up there. The fireplace is going on the video screens, and you just got this real Christmas atmosphere as families and friends able to get out on the ice after the game and do some skating.
I mean, before we move on to the next thing, I just want to insert right there. Whoever invented the video fireplace, I love you. You know, because it keeps you like, you got all the people at your house, and you do have a fireplace, but you know, like, it's too much to keep up with because there's so much going on. And I'm like, hey, we got the big screen right there. Boom, just click, and you're off and running.
Or in the case you don't have a fireplace, like here at Moose Manor, we just throw it up on the 75-inch TV, the Christmas music playing in the background. You hear the logs crackling, and yeah.
It's absolutely the best. The only thing that you're missing out on is the s'mores. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do that.
Everything else is really cool. I mean, everything else is really, really cool about that thing. But, man, let's get to the current SPHL standings, where our Ice Flyers looking pretty good.
This is a hot team right now, continuing to sit up at the top of the league, right where you want to be as we move deeper into December. And you know, that we're coming up on that mid-season point, and so many players and coaches will talk about, you want to bank as many of those points as you can, so you're in a good position later on in the season as some of those transactions might be happening, and as you're trying to solidify that playoff roster once we get into April.
Oh man, and for sure. And you know, home games are super, super important, right? Because the road games can be 50-50. And you know what? If you're 50-50 on the road, no big deal if you're the Ice Flyers, because you're freaking, through 10 games, you're 9-0-1. Like, out of a possible 20 points at home, we've scored 19. So we're doing all right. We're doing all right at home.
And I was just going to say, that one game that we did lose in the hangar in overtime, still snagging a point in the SPHL standings. So, being able to stack them and store them and be sitting up there high in the league helps out later in the season a lot.
And I tell you what, that one point at the end of the season could mean a lot just in standings, home team, home advantage, all that good stuff. But that 1 point checks out. We're looking for 2 more on Saturday night. Stick around because coming up next, the offside rule. We'll explain it in Hockey 101. It's time for Hockey 101, and today we're keeping it simple with the offsides rule.
In a roundabout way, here's the easiest way to explain. The puck has to cross that blue line before the attacking players do. So essentially, offsides in hockey is when an attacking player enters the offensive zone, crosses over that blue line with both skates before the puck does. The puck must always cross the blue line into the attacking zone first. Then offsides occurs, play stopped. A face-off is held in the neutral zone, and this rule prevents, say, cherry picking for players just kind of parking themselves near the opponent's goal.
Well, and if you're a football fan, it's the same thing. If your defense crosses over the neutral zone before the ball is hiked, offsides. Similar for your offense. If your offense and keep in mind the puck has to completely pass the blue line. It can't be on it. It can't be half. It has to be completely in. Now, when you're in the offensive zone onside, for you to have to clear the zone because the puck has now left the neutral zone or left the offensive zone, it completely has to pass the other way. If it's rolling down the blue line, you're still good to go. But it's a lot. When you're starting to learn hockey and you're like, why do we keep blowing the whistles around here? Or you see the guys doing that straddle bit, with one leg in and one leg out. As long as one leg is out, they're still considered not to be in the zone.
Well, and there's I was just going to say, there's also a deeper part of that. So if the puck comes back across that blue line, all of those offensive players have to go and essentially tag up before you go attack the net again. So hopefully, even if the puck does go in the neutral zone, the good guys regain control of the puck, reset the play, and go and score and drive, or drive and score, however you want to put it.
Yeah, it's a lot like, so if you're watching a power play, right? And of course, the other team, all they want to do is sling it back down the other side of the ice, right? So they sling it down there, and you'll notice all of our offensive guys will come right behind that blue line and then work their way back in because they have to clear the zone because the puck has cleared the zone. So it's a simple rule with simple stuff, but it's got tiny little like intricacies to it. But
a bunch of caveats.
Caveats and intricacies, big words. But as long as that puck is all the way in, that's when the offensive players can get in the zone and score. So
now you know what offsides is, and there will be a quiz later.
Yes, there will be a quiz. We'll throw that up at you later on, and that'll be a lot of fun. But there's a lot. We're gonna start doing Hockey 101 every week, and we're trying to get some guest voices and faces to give some Hockey 101s in the future, which would be a lot of fun, just for you to be able to hear it from other people besides us. So that'd be a lot of fun. So, but man, coming up, I can't tell you how exciting Thursday night was. If you were not at college night inside the hangar, man, did you miss out on a game? I'm telling you, the excitement was real. I'm sure if you guys picked up and watched the promo video that Moose and I made, man, it was a good time, Moose.
I tell you what, it was one of those. I think we got through all the phases. Of course, happiness because we've got hockey, anxiety for the first 40 minutes, the excitement during the third period to tie it up, and the jubilation, if you will, in overtime.
Jubilation?
Yeah, we'll get to some highlights on that coming up in just a sec. Thursday night, college night inside the hangar, 3,173 fans in attendance, and kind of that song and dance I feel like we've been through. Huntsville strikes first, just a mere 5 minutes and 35 seconds into the first period. It is Matt Allen that takes it right in. Havoc has an early 1-0 lead going into the second period.
That goal was wild, man. He just basically picked it off one of our sticks and he just tapped it through DiMattio's legs. He was coming out trying to get it, and he just tapped it right through his legs, right in to make it 1-0. And then in the second period, Matt Allen again, man, strikes again for Huntsville, assisted by Connor Freeze and Austin Alger. And man, we ended the second period going to the third down 2 goals, which is never, ever a good feeling. You get that. And I'll tell you, it did not feel like 3,000 people until we got to the third period.
I'll tell you what, and like you said, it's one of those where you have that uneasy, unsettled feeling, but the Ice Flyers, every single home game this season, they've had that one explosive 20-minute period, and that's where the third period came into play. Dawson Chirino, he gets things going very early on, just a mere 37 seconds into the third period. A beautiful stealing puck goal, and the Ice Flyers able to cut that deficit down to 2-1.
Man, and that was gorgeous. And I'll tell you right now, that's when the swell began inside the hangar, man. It was awesome because just over a minute later, almost like a minute and 36 seconds or something like that, Cam Gaudet, man, he ties it up. It was a beautiful goal, and when that goal went in, you knew something special was about to happen, because I'm telling you now, the hangar was as loud. It could have been sold out. It sounded like it was sold out. It was so loud in the hangar. But man, being up 2-2 after you've been down 0-2 after 2 periods was a dang good feeling. Just about 2 minutes into the 2 minutes into the third period, it was pretty cool.
Cam Gaudet with that shorthanded goal. And then we turn right back around just about 4 minutes later. Ethan Price getting his first goal as a Pensacola Ice Flyer ties it up. Also a shorthanded goal. Yes, back-to-back shorthanded goals for your Pensacola Ice Flyers on Thursday night with that game-tying goal by Ethan Price.
Man, what? And that's when you're like, okay, something really cool is about to happen. And you're like, okay, we're getting through it. And about 5 minutes after we went up 3-2, Ethan Lindsay comes in for Huntsville. He knocks one in, ties the game up. We had another 8.5 minutes before then in the end of the period. Nobody was able to score. And man, when we went to overtime, it was loud in there, and you could just feel that something special was about to happen.
And something special indeed did happen. You had that feel in the air. And it was pure magic from number 91, Zach Bross, our hero of the evening. Let's break down that heart-stopping overtime game winner. Armatario snags loose puck, quick out to Bross, streaking in. This guy on fire and refused to lose this game. Grabs it at the blue line, explodes up the far boards, blows past the defender in the corner, wraps around the back of the net like a shark that smells blood in the water. Huntsville able to steal the puck and hold it behind their net for a minute, but no chance. Mr. Bross back all over it. He battles through 2 Havoc defenders, forearms flying, sticks battling, wrestles the puck back, challenges right in front of the crease. First shot denied, picks up his own rebound, and sinks it in. Overtime walk-off game winner for your Pensacola Ice Flyers.
That's awesome. And as a matter of fact, let's let you hear the actual call by the voice of the Pensacola Ice Flyers, our good friend, Eric Bramer.
A crunching check on Weaver Vitale. Pensacola takes it back. It's Bross. Bross from the high slot. Sends in a shot. It's blocked. Second try. He scores! Zach Bross wins it for the Ice Flyers in OT.
Man, Zach the boss Bros. That's what I'm calling him from now on, man. He like steamrolled through 3 different defenders. It just, I mean, he was not to be denied, man. It was awesome. It was a great feeling that night. We went crazy.
And in the middle of a shift change, for crying out loud. He's still on the ice, and you've got 2 fresh players out there. He still handles business.
He's like, man, I'm going to go home, man. Dinner time, bro. I got to go. I mean, he's a big dude, man. He's like, I was not.
We're going on Christmas break, darn it.
It's Christmas break. We're getting out of here right now. And he was not to be denied, man. What a play. Like, Bros, I'm going to just call him Boss, the boss. Zach, the boss Bros, man. I'm like, this guy, he's massive. He's a big dude. He's a big dude. And he's good on his skates, man. It was a great night, but man, it's a great win. And that runs us to 9-0-1 through 10 home games. Another home game coming up this weekend. Let's talk about Star Wars night.
Star Wars night. I know you have been talking about this one since opening night back in October. Always a great time. We'll have the characters with the 501st Legion in the house, the specialty jerseys, and a whole bunch of other fun activities that we'll be doing during the game. And yes, here we go. Here's Riggs. Tell me what kind of Star Wars fan you are without telling me you're a Star Wars fan. Okay. It's not working. Will has lost the force.
Sorry. I sometimes get excited there. Look, I'm just going to tell you, I'll admit it. I'm a big Star Wars nerd. My entire office is Darth Vader and Star Wars, mostly Darth Vader. Because, as you get older, you just kind of start to kind of lean towards the villains. You're like, okay, so I see. Like, if you ever watched the movie Falling Down, right? It's Michael Douglas, yeah.
Yep.
If you watch Michael Douglas in Falling Down, and when you're in your 20s versus when you're in your 40s, you will completely just like, I mean, if you've been in the workforce and you've had to go through the grind and it's just starting to wear on you, Falling Down is an excellent movie for like you just relate to. It's wild. But Star Wars night, I bet I've watched. Somebody asked the other day, what movies have you watched more than 10 times? And I'm like, dude, every Star Wars, even the stupid Jar Jar Binks one.
Tell us how you really feel, Reed. Come on.
Like, everybody feels that way. And the only people that I don't know anybody who doesn't feel like the Star Wars Episode 1 was absolute dog water. It was. I mean, it's like, Misa don't like it, this one. I'm like, it's not any good. But you know what's going to be good is having all the characters at the hangar this Saturday night. It's going to be awesome.
See, personally, I'm looking forward to the night on the 23rd because we go full on Christmas in the hangar. In the past, we've had Santa Claus in attendance. We've had the Grinch in attendance. We've had Buddy the Elf in attendance. Always a great time for you to come sip on some hot cocoa, enjoy some hockey. And like we were talking about earlier in the podcast, getting on ice and doing some skating after the game on December 23rd. And what's also really cool, a organization I'm involved with, Vet Cola, caters to veterans, first responders, and their families, kind of doing a hangover takeover, if you will. Go find out more information about that on the Vet Cola Facebook page and how you can get your tickets. That actually kind of helps Vet Cola out in the long run as well.
Heck yeah. So I've already said Darth Vader, clearly my favorite character. What is your favorite Star Wars character of all time?
I mean, how can you go wrong with Yoda? If you need that extra pick-me-up, you need that advice, you just start thinking the little green man, and you're right back on track doing what you
do it, do not. I mean, he actually had a lot of great advice, man.
He did.
You either do it or don't. There's no in between. That's for those people who like to lollygag or make excuses for why they can't do it. Either do it or don't. Just
exactly.
So always a good time. So, whether you're Team Jedi, like my friend, or Team Sith, like me, I mean, this is one of those nights you circle on your calendar, you grab your Star Wars gear, and you head out to the hangar for a good time. And of course, I'll be in the booth for Christmas, but I will not be in the booth this Saturday night, but I will be at the hangar with my family. If you see me, say hello. We'll take some pictures or whatever you guys want to do. Hey, we maybe even get you to do a little video for the show or whatever. You never know. You never know, dude. I get wild out in public. I'm telling y'all are gonna be like, this
things happen.
Yeah, and especially like, because I may have a cocktail or so there's no telling what's going to happen during the game. But man, get all the info and your tickets at iceflyers.com. And we'll see you out there this Saturday night.
Iceflyers.com has all the tickets, your group info as well. And real quick, Riggs, as we look to finish out 2025, Huntsville has been one of those teams that is on our schedule a lot in the first half. We've played them Saturday the 20th. Then we're on the road in Macon on the 21st. Got Birmingham in the hangar for that Christmas night on the 23rd. In Huntsville the day after Christmas. And then Huntsville comes back here on that Saturday night, the 27th. That'll be another military appreciation night where we get to honor our heroes inside the hangar before we finish out the 2025 year on New Year's Eve in Macon. So a lot of stuff still to come to finish out this year, and then a whole slew of games that we'll be getting into in 2026.
Oh man, it's going to be great. You're pointing on the Huntsville Havoc. We went to Huntsville a few weeks ago, and they just manhandled us, right? They beat us handily in 2 games there, and then another game that next week. But when they got to the hangar, it was a whole different story. We beat them 9-1. And they have that. Matter of fact, they won the game the night before that. They haven't won a game since.
Yeah,
haven't won a game. We've literally on a 6-game winless streak.
We've seen the Havoc go from sitting up there at the top of the standings, us just 1 or 2 points behind them, to just slipping and sliding right down those SPHL standings. And again, that's why I was saying earlier in the podcast, so important to just log as many of those points as you can as we progress through this season to stay as far up on that leaderboard as we possibly can.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, man, when we first started at the beginning of the season, we had a lot of stuff. It was like at the top of it was Pensacola and Evansville and Huntsville, and they all moved up and down. But man, watch out for those Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, man. They're on a 7-3 in their last 10, and they are in second place above Evansville. And Huntsville, they all 3 have 24, but Roanoke has the tiebreaker over all those guys, man. Like Roanoke is getting it.
And the other thing that kind of sparks interest in my brain, it's Birmingham. They've only got 13 points so far in the season at the time of this recording, of course. But they've also had a couple of significant wins along the way. I think they actually knocked off Huntsville recently, and they've been kind of that dangerous team where you think, okay, on paper should have no problem, but then they actually always throw fits against anybody they're playing. It's been an odd season this year so far, with some of the contenders or the usual contenders just being mid-level, and some other teams you don't expect to see at the bottom doing just that, floundering at the bottom.
Yeah, man. In the next couple of months, January, of course, to wrap up December, we got 3 games left, but January and February, that's when we're going to separate the pretenders from the contenders, and it's going to stretch out pretty good there, because a lot of these teams play each other so much that there's going to be a great divide happen, and we'll get to see it. But right now, man, we're standing good. We're 4 points above everybody else at the top of the SPHL, and we hope we stay there. It's always going to be a good time. I'm super excited about it. I love coming to the arena. I love being in the booth. I love playing music for the people. And, I don't work every time. I'll let you know when we don't work, since we got this podcast now. I do not do the Saturday game, but I will be there. But I will be in the booth for Christmas night, and hopefully we're going to have a lot of Christmas tunes and stuff to get to during the game. A little Mr. Grinch, and I think we should have like a Grinch. Oh, that should be a great game on the ice, man. You put them in Grinch costumes and have them run from end to end, stealing the Christmas trees and presents. You know what I mean? And whoever steals the Christmas trees and presents the fastest, they win.
Yeah.
Look, making magic.
Fires Grinch off.
I am making magic happen here, dude. Look, my brain is working like that. But I think it's going to be it for the flight deck this week. I don't know how long it's going to be. We're trying to get to that 30 minutes. We didn't have an interview this week because we're kind of working those kind of things out. But we won't have one next week. I'll have to miss news.
Quick holiday break, but we'll be right back the week after New Year's Eve. I believe we'll have our next podcast out and available, and we'll have a lot to recap then, as we'll have the Star Wars night, the Christmas night, and we'll have that military appreciation night. Plus, we'll look ahead to 2026.
Yeah, man, it's going to be awesome. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Like I said, we're trying to get a big time guest for our New Year's Eve show. But we have a game on the 23rd, so it's like we have a lot of preparing to do before the game, and then nobody's got time to edit video on Christmas Eve, and I'm nobody. So yeah, I'm the nobody who does this. So I have no time for that on Christmas Eve because it's obviously Christmas Eve. We got church and family and everything else going on for that. But man, it's gonna be awesome. I think we're gonna come back strong here in a couple of weeks with episode 3, and then we'll be off and running for 2026. Man, I'm glad we're getting it done.
Exactly. Getting the word out there, continuing to build that fandom in the Ice Flyers Nation. And again, thank you so much for joining us each week here on the Flight Deck.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the fans that make this possible, the people who watch it, share, like, comments. And man, if you're on YouTube, just ring that little bell. If you ring that little bell, man, it'll give you it'll give you an instant notification as soon as we upload new videos and content. And just because we don't have a podcast coming out next week doesn't mean we won't be having content in our shorts. That sounds really weird. Our YouTube shorts. In our YouTube shorts.
It's hockey in Florida. We wear shorts anyway.
Yeah, we do wear shorts. I mean, not this. It's been way too cold this week for shorts, man. But
I was still the idiot that went out in shorts and flip-flops yesterday.
No. It was like 39 degrees yesterday. I'm way 100% out on wearing shorts in that weather. And I'm from Texas. That's insane. But our YouTube shorts or our Instagram reels, which are basically the same thing, we'll have some good fun content for those coming up to keep you satisfied until episode 3 drops here in just a couple of weeks. For Big Moose, I'm Will Riggs, and we'll see you at the hangar.
Go Ice Flyers!